You can see this is the very interesting video I'm going to record today. This is my neighborhood. There are not many people you can be able to see them outside. And why is that? And this is going to make me explaining something about American life and mostly about the indoor life. A couple days ago I made a video talking about some of the challenges and the initial life here in America for immigrants. And this video is one of those to give you a perspective about various ways on American life, and sometimes how can you be able to adopt that life and go through all the challenges and be able to succeed. So one of the challenges, as you can see here, is no people around. I agree, yes, it depends on the neighborhood or city where you are. So I'm not talking about the areas like big cities with so many people. Yes, if you go to the so many big cities, you'll find a lot of people around. I'm not talking about New York, I'm not talking about the Northern Virginia, whatever, those kind of area. But overall, just in general, in totality, the American life or most of the Western life is more indoor. And this you can be able to see starting from the nature of the house. How do you design the homes? That is number one. What should the home, when you build a home, should it include? And this will be the difference between our homes in Africa, for instance, or in most of the developing countries compared to America and other countries. So let me give you a quick preview of some of these homes you can be able to see. Number one, the homes are just basic. The basic, how you can see, like this home, this is the front of the house, that is the front of the house. They are just basic homes by looking. It's just like a box. There is nothing fancy, there is nothing big roof, more modified fences. You see, the fence is just normal. And most of these small fences are just for the dogs, especially for the people who have dogs. But it's not about the big building, the bigger, nice, more decorative fence to protect the thieves. No, it's not about that. So because of that, because of this kind of the homes, they look like a box. Yes, it is not a fancy way. Why? Because the majority of people, they are not concerned more about outside, how the homes look like. They are concerned about how the homes will be inside. What are the things will be able to accommodate? How will that home be able to support you to solve some of your problems? Like, do you have enough electricity? Do you have heater? Do you have air conditioning? Do you have a good partitioning? If, like, for instance, I live in the area in Midwest is obviously more associated with a lot of just the weather is not that very good sometimes, apart from, it's not about the winter, but sometimes we have these big, what you call, whatever, just like, but overall, you need to have some sort of protection inside your house if storms are coming. Do you have a special rooms where you can be able to stay, to have a very good basement, for instance, for the sets which require you to have basement? So things of that nature are very, very important and critical for you to be able to consider. So for that particular case, you cannot be able to see a lot of people outside because they have to be inside, and the homes should be able to accommodate. Like you see, like that guy is just going for a walk. Today is a little bit better. We have 49 degrees Fahrenheit. So if you convert it to the Celsius, that is about 9 degrees, and it is a little bit sunny. 2 days ago we had snow. So are you able to be able to survive inside? So most of the homes, as I'm showing you, they're just the basic. So inside they have everything. Like if it's too cold, you're going to have heater. If it is too warm, in summertime you have air conditioning. That's number one. Do you have almost everything? Do you have Wi-Fi? Do you have everything you need to be able to stay most of your time indoor? So that is a big challenge. If you want to come to these particular countries, number one change you have to do is to get away from the mentality of being outdoor all the time, because For instance, in Tanzania, or if we go to Kenya or Uganda, you are outdoor. Even the homes, how they are built for indoor attraction. I mean, outdoor attraction in Africa. Someone has a very nice backyard, has a very nice fence, has a very nice roof. But if you go to inside, people don't stay inside apart from sleeping and eating and a few other things. But most of the time, they're just outdoor, roaming around, do business. That is their lifestyle. People are outside. You talk to your friends. But here, the life is indoors. So if it's indoor like this way, these are the homes. If the life is like this way, is indoor, so you have to have almost everything you need, mostly inside. So the homes are not very attractive. Yes, there are very nice homes, those mansions, I agree, which they are also attractive outside, but still the inside is very critical. So for that particular case, the first big challenge or cultural shock you'll have is, where are these people? Am I in the wrong neighborhood? Are all people like taken out by zombies or what? What exactly going on? No one, you see, like no one on the road. Like apart from these people like in their cars, there is completely nothing. You see, nothing. So that is a big challenge. So you have to get out of your comfort zone, that I'm getting used to be outdoor. You come here, you need to have your proper schedule. Sometimes at the beginning, it will be very difficult for you to understand. It will be very difficult for you to adjust. But in the end, this is the life you are choosing to come to live. It's a mostly lonely life. So you need to have your own things to take care. You need to know what you need, how to survive, and do everything how you want. So that is something you need to consider yourself if you are interested to come to have this kind of life. That's why sometimes it's very easy in these areas, in these countries, to have some sort of depression, because people don't have people to talk to. So you have to go to therapists and the other people. But in most developing countries, in our cultures, you have so many people who can be able to talk so many other things. But here you don't have. I don't just go to a neighbor and start talking anything I want to talk. I don't do that. So these homes you see here is my neighborhood. Most of these, they are about 160,000 to 220,000, depending on the cost of the house. That house, the one which is brown I'm showing you, that one has been sold like a few days ago for 210,000. So by saying those amount of money, it looks a lot, but you don't pay that amount of money right away, all of it. You pay maybe 20% of it, and then you are going to be paying under the mortgage system, which is home loan. You'll be able to do that. So when you come, you need to have your own, get used to it. This is the life. Nobody will be able to go around. You have to go to your friend, you have to call your friend, find a way on how you can be able to talk to your friend, but also just take time, do your business. Know, like, if I'm at work, these are things I'm going to work on. If I'm off time, what am I going to do? Am I going to be watching TV? What other productive things I can be able to do? Can I be writing a book? Can I be able reading a book? Can I be able to do some online transaction, like certain learning about trading? So all is just another kind of a way of challenge. For people with a family, that is another advantage. When you come home from work, you can have some friends, or you can have just your family, like you play with your kids, your wife is there, you can be able to do something. But if you are single, you come at home, or you are working from home, stay at home, what are you doing? I don't know what they are doing, but it's very, very lonely life. If you are not very careful enough, you might end up being so much depressed, especially if you are not used to be alone and do your own things on your own. So these are, again, this is the neighborhood. So I know people might have some questions. They want to figure out things, but I just want to give you the basic. But if you go to the big cities, there are big apartments, so you can see some people going in and out. There are few people outdoor, but a lot of people find maybe at the park. But all in all, is just, even if you see people outdoor, you don't just go to them and ask them any question you want. You go them just starting talking about politics, talking about religion. Still, there are limitations on what types of topics you will be able to talk to someone. because here there are some, I can I mean, there are politics, religion, those are most of limit topics for people to talk about. Yeah, so in the end we talk about weather and a few other things, a little bit about sport if someone is into sport. But the advantage of developing countries, our cultures, we can talk religion, we can talk sports, we can talk about politics, just, and then you can be friendly. I mean, even if I do not know your name. So this is our neighbor, has a lot of chicken, more than 15-20 chicken. So it's just we haven't started raising the chicken on our end, but that person has a lot of chicken and ducks and other things, so you can see a lot of things. So that's the good thing when you are outside of the city area. For us, we are a little bit out of the city area, so we can have more. Most of the areas they can limit, maybe the maximum is 6 chicken, maybe 1 rooster if you have, or they don't have, allowing you to have rooster. But the neighborhood I live, that is how it is. You'll be allowed to do all those kind of things. And here is where I live. That's my home, and this is the neighborhood I live. So when you want to have what we call the American dream, is just to have your own home, have your own, taking care of your business, a little bit of investment here and there, waiting for retirement. That is the American dream in general. But sometimes it's a very lonely life. You have to figure out what are you going to do on your spare time, on the time when you are staying at home. Those are the things you need to figure out and think about them. But you see, there are not many people have been walking around all this time. You'll find no people majority around. Yeah, so that's all for today, everyone. Thank you so much for your continued support. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you know that I'm here to support you. If you have any question, don't hesitate to ask me any question. I'll be happy to respond to your question. Bye bye everyone. This is EBM out.